Welcome everybody to day 30 of the trading marathon here on this channel. My name is Daniel, and in today's video we're getting some practice exercise for the zigzag, so the ABC corrective pattern. So as we already discussed in the previous videos, there are three impulsive patterns which we already discussed yesterday, the day before and the day before that. So today and the next 3 days we're having some practice lessons for the four types of corrective patterns, and we're going to start with the most simple and easy one, which is the zigzag, the so-called ABC, or if we see it on the chart, we call it ABC. Before we go straight into the charts, I have again prepared a graph to refresh the knowledge that we have already gained a couple of days ago. And wait, let me take it out so I can go over it with you together. So as we already discussed, a zigzag is a three-wave corrective pattern, which consists out of an impulsive wave in the A wave, so a 5-wave move. Then a 3-wave move, a corrective move in the B wave, and then an impulsive move in the C wave again. The target for the B wave is something like usually between the 50% and the 61.8% retracement of the A wave, and the target for the C wave is between the 100 and the 1.618 extension of the AB setup. But we are going over that in the price target video, so don't focus on the price targets too much for now. We're, gonna write them out in the upcoming videos. But today it's all about finding the ABC on the chart. So what we are looking for is a 3-wave move, which consists out of an impulse, a correction, and another impulse. And you will find them pretty often. It's the most common correction. So if we take a look at the chart right here, for example, that's a WXY, so it consists out of 3 corrective moves, but in general we're looking for something like that, but we would need an impulse here and an impulse here, so that's the only reason why we cannot take that specific example. But we can, for example, within the wave W, as you already know, which should be a 3-wave move, we can see a perfect example for an actual ABC. So we are going to focus on this, on this specific example for today. I'm gonna point it out for you on this one. Well, should we go on another chart so that you can see it more clearly? But it should actually be enough here, right? So you can see it actually also in context, how it plays out. For example, if we focus on this blue A wave here, at the beginning we can clearly see it was an impulse to the upside, so we got 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One could argue it was a leading diagonal or even a classic impulse, doesn't really matter. We got 5 waves, and after the 5-wave move in the A wave, we have developed a pretty long and slow moving and annoying triangle in a B wave. And we will talk about the triangle specifically in the triangle video, which is I think day after tomorrow or in 3 days. But the triangle, whenever you see a B wave, already you should not trade it. For example, I personally can remember, I think I longed this towards the upside, then I did nothing here, and then I longed this again to the upside, because I knew already after an A wave there follows the B wave, which can be the most annoying shit, the most annoying sideways movement, which goes 3 waves in all day, up, down, up, down. So basically, whenever you anticipate that a B wave is following, you should actually, not be in any trade, even though you know the direction in which B wave is going, because a B wave, it can be, the B wave itself, it can be a triangle, it can also be a larger B wave in itself. And here comes the tricky part. That is the really trick on this whole story. This is a pretty example, right? Because we got a 5-wave move afterwards again, okay? And we got no overshooting B waves. I specifically tried to find an example which gives a really solid 5-wave move, then a correction in a B wave, here in a specific example in a triangle, and then another 5-wave move. But there are also way more confusing examples. I'm gonna show you one, okay? Because there are also the so-called under and overshooting B waves, as you may remember. The under or overshooting B waves, I want to show you in this specific example how it would look if it would be such an example. This B wave, this blue B wave, wait, let me make it here in a 4 type pixel. As you can see now, it's pretty. But this B wave, it could have also went below the A wave. And that's a so-called undershooting B wave. If it would have, for example, done that, that would be also legit, okay? I tried now in this specific example to point one example out where this didn't happen. So there you got a pretty example. But now let's find one where it's very likely a messy one. And I believe what we are seeing right now is actually a messy one. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I just want to share my thought with you. And then maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow we will find out maybe it's wrong. Okay, but then you just need to get my thought, because something that I want to show you right now is absolutely possible in theory. Okay? So what I want to show you is, for example, if we see a 5-wave move towards the upside, as I pointed out here, for example, in a leading diagonal, as you can see there is an overlap between 1 and 4, and the 3 is didn't hit the 1.6 unit extension, but it's a 5-wave move, so it can be a leading diagonal. And then what I believe we see afterwards is a very messy and choppy ABC with an overshooting B wave. Look at that. We got an A wave to the downside. I make it yellow, don't worry. A B wave, a 3-wave move, which just reached another high. That's a so-called overshooting B wave, in my opinion. Could also be that I'm wrong. We will see it in tomorrow's or day after tomorrow's video. And then a C wave towards the downside. That's what I meant with it could be that, this B wave overshoots. You see it goes above the start of the A wave. But it's not the normal case, but it is an option, okay? And then afterwards, usually there follows a 5-wave move towards the upside, same as in the wave 1. And that would give us here our overall, let me point it out for you, A, B, C. Let me make it in green and let me give it 4 pixels. So in this specific example, we would have an overshooting B within the B wave. So as you can see, those ABCs, they can be some tricky as shit, but you will get into it, and over time you will get better and better in identifying those situations. I mean, it could also be that I'm wrong here. I'm just sharing really lifetime here my thought. I mean, well, as you know, those videos are always coming online 2 days after it's recorded. But I mean, anyways, we will see in 2 days, yeah, so that's it for the zigzag, what I wanted to share with you in today's video. I hope you enjoyed the information, guys, and we see each other in tomorrow's video. I'm gonna show you yesterday's half marathon here. And yes, today's day 30 already, so after this video is recorded, I will go on the 30th half marathon in a row, day after day after day, and that will complete the initial goal that I set out for myself, because I set myself out to run 30 in a row with no break. But as the training marathon goes 42 days, I will obviously run 12 more days, so I will, complete the challenge also, more than I initially thought. But stay strong, guys, also after that. It's not done. We are never done until we die, then we're done. Before that, we are not done. So let's keep going, guys, and we see each other in tomorrow's video. Until then, stay strong. Bye bye.